Hey, so I've been doing a lot of interviews with outdoor instructors lately and it's been really eye-opening for me. One of the things that's come up quite a lot in these outdoor instructor chats is ego. So in this video I'm going to share with you 3 quick takes on ego for outdoor instructors. Enjoy! Hi, my name is Niall and welcome to Instructor 101 for outdoor instructors that want to make an even bigger impact on those that they work with. By the way, if you are interested in listening to one of those outdoor instructor chats, then I'll make sure to leave a link somewhere. Other than that, let's get started. Okay, so it's been a while since I started off in the industry now, but there's still a few fundamental moments that stand out for me, and this is one of them. I remember being assessed to help out on a zip wire session, and after the standard intro briefing and getting everyone set up, the party leader came up to me and asked me about a particular type of carabiner and why it was called an omni crab. At the time I responded with what was a complete assumption and probably totally wrong. Whereas what I should have said was, you know what? I don't know. So why did I do that? To protect my ego. Because I didn't want to appear foolish or naive, which is probably how I actually looked whilst trying to make up an answer. And so I now know that what I should have said was, you know what, that's a great question. I don't really know, but you know what? I'm going to try and find out for you. Let me get back to you. I feel like this was a lesson that I should have learnt so much earlier. Besides, you can't be expected to know every single thing ever. So why put so much unnecessary pressure on yourself? It's a great thing to be able to continue learning. So admitting and recognising that you don't know something will only go on to encourage you to find out more. Moral of the story, it's okay to admit that you don't know something, but even better if you do something about it. Okay, moving on to my next point, and this one is super important. It is about the client's journey and not yours. So what do I mean by this? Well, in the past I've seen lots of outdoor instructors, and I'm sure that I've been guilty of this as well at some point, running a session where it's like the instructor is the main focal point of that activity, whereas in fact it should be about the client's experience and the activity itself. And this may come from a place where an outdoor instructor wants to make a session as engaging and as fun as possible, which can be an important part of most sessions. However, we shouldn't lose sight of keeping things relevant for the client's experience. You know, doing things like spending more time introducing, talking about and demonstrating the activity than the client's actually experiencing it. Or showing off with some sort of story or trick which isn't even related to what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Now I recognise that those sorts of things can be used to enhance the session or the client's experience, but that's kind of going down a slightly different rabbit hole and I want to try and stay on topic. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is there is a time and a place for showing off. Anyway, going back to the main point I was trying to make, which is about trying to make it about their experience and not yours. An instructor once told me that one of the biggest compliments that a facilitator could receive is that they are forgotten about at the end of a course. So what I mean by that is that the team that you've been looking after is celebrating their success after working on teamwork for however many days, and they're celebrating with each other, they're going up to each other and saying, "There, I love you, let's do this again sometime," and you're able to stand at the sidelines and watch them celebrate and almost forget about you and how you've probably helped facilitate their success because it's been about their journey and not about you being a part of that. Which I thought was a really cool sentiment which has stuck with me. This last thought, I'm super interested to get your take on this as well. So something that I'm really interested in is self-development. And something that I've said and done in the past is a little bit cringeworthy now that I think back to it. So something that I've definitely done is try to aim to be in the top 20% of whoever I'm working with. Yet there are definitely some flaws to this. One of the reasons for this was partly for ego. And yeah, I'm gonna hold my hands up to that. Yeah, that was one of the reasons. And I'm sure that you already recognise that trying to do this and measure yourself to others without any real context or real way of measuring this is just messy, not only for your own self-esteem, but potentially for others as well. However, having said all that, it has been a bit of a useful tool for me, but here's the key thing. It must not, I repeat, it must not be at the expense of others. So how does this relate back to ego? Well, if we're putting other people down or just doing this whole one-upmanship thing, then it's just toxic. We need to cut that out of our lives. It's not helpful to you or those around you. What we should be doing instead is almost like cheerleading for everyone around you, lifting people up, and then hopefully in turn it might lift you up as well, but that's not the main reason for doing it. I think it's just important to recognize why it is that some people might have this mindset, and obviously myself being one of them, so I assume others have this mindset or it's crossed their mind that they've got to try and be in this top tier of people. Recognize where it is that this might be coming from. Is it coming from a place of ego or is it coming from a place of self-development? Now, I'm not ruling out that there might be lots of people watching this and going, I've never even thought of that or considered that being a thing. Well, it's probably quite healthy and yeah, fair enough, but I thought I'd bring it up. So yeah, I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on this because this is something which I've kind of been weighing up in my head as well and I don't really know what to make of it, but it was related to ego, so I thought I'd include it and yeah, get your thoughts on it as well. Cheers. If you enjoyed this video, then please remember to give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with other outdoor instructors, and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss out on more free resources for outdoor instructors from Instructor 101. As I've already mentioned, there is also an Outdoor Instructor Chat podcast, which is this podcasty, interviewee, YouTubey type thing. So I don't know what to even call it, but it's a thing, and it's me interviewing other outdoor instructors and getting their take on different parts of the industry as well. It's opened my eyes to a lot of things and provides a lot of value, so make sure to check that out. I'll leave a link somewhere. But other than that, thank you so much for your support as always and taking the time to watch. It's amazing. I can't believe that people have watched this stuff, and it just means a lot to me. So anyway, thank you so much for your support as always, team. Until next time, take care.